Hi, my name is Monique Graham, and today I want to talk to you about pandemic-proofing your office. So we are eventually we're all going to be back up and running, God willing. But now we need to really start to think about how we are going to provide an environment for our employees and our clientele that is pandemic proof or resistant. One of the things that I am doing, and that I would recommend you looking into, is prior to you bringing your employees back and opening up your businesses, you may want to consider doing some sanitizing of your space. There are several companies that are now offering that service of coming in and cleaning and spraying and what have you prior to you bringing people in. Secondly, you need to sort of ask your question, do I need to bring all my staff back? Or am I the type of business that I can just bring back key individuals? Because if you're only bringing back key individuals, then you're bringing less people into that space, which will give you that necessary social distancing requirement. Once you've done these sort of situations, the other thing is that you need to be providing, or we need to be providing for our staff and again our clientele, things where they like sanitizing stations, things where people who are coming into your business that they can be sanitizing their hands. I know that now whenever I go out to any sort of public spaces or businesses or what have you, it's one of the big things that I look for, especially when I'm coming in and out the door, because that's where everybody's touching. So providing them those tools, maybe providing wipe dispensaries at workstations so that from time to time they can wipe their phones down or their equipment, and especially if it's being used by more than one person. And then you need to look at how is your office laid out. A lot of businesses now are laid out in a sense where that social distancing is already in place. But if your office space is not laid out to be social distance conducive, then think about things like sneeze guards, that dividers, whether they are a solid divider or whether they are like a plexiglass or acrylic divider, but some type of a divider that gives that division between your employee and the client coming in, or employee to employee. And even this needs to be considered going into the classrooms. How are we positioning kids in class now that we're still maintaining that social distance? That's a whole other ball of wax to look at. Once you've addressed all of those issues, then the other thing that you would then need to look at is if your space is one that does not have the required social distance, how are you laying that out to accommodate that? To accommodate your staff and your clients coming in and maintaining that. So these are and a lot of these are simple fixes, small tweaking from whether it's by just literally physically moving the desk further apart, or moving so that you're not sitting one next to the other but every other individual, hence going back to, do we need to have everyone inside that space? The last thing with this getting pandemic proof is being compassionate. People are going to be very hesitant about coming back into a workspace where we're all clustered into one space, sharing the same air and all of that kind of stuff. So I would those are the things that I would be considering when we're looking at, okay, we're going back into our office space or we're going back to work. How can I make this space and my employees and my clientele comfortable, productive, and not worrying about COVID-19? So those would be the way we would attack that situation. Again, stay safe, stay at home, and we'll all get